I thank you all for those who have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't already, please do so. If you want more content, including written reviews and discussion posts, follow me at Tumblr. If you want to read quick reviews, updates, and others, follow me at Twitter. I also have my anime list profile. If you want to check out my anime and manga listing, I'll do my best to keep everything up to date. If you have any suggestions to watch or read, or want to leave a comment, feel free to leave it at any of my contact site. I also have a store called Anime Jam. Head over to the site and get some anime goodies for you or your friends. Now then, on to the review. In a shonen fashion, when a hero had a lengthy battle, that character is unable to move forward. Case in point, Sun Eater. After coming off from a really good battle, he resumes the long journey to find Eri and save her before something unimaginable happened. Therefore, the chapter is more of a setup for the next course of action, and this time it will be a tag team brawl that manages to feel like a handicap still. It is understandable that Sun Eater will be knocked out after his brutal battle against 3 members. It's usually the case that one by one, the hero or 2 will be left out and let the others handle the situation. Even if they don't get knocked down, they just stand around until the war is won. Rarely the same character returns to help further. At the very least, we have more characters to enjoy their own battle scene along with developments. There is a scene that supposedly gives a hype boost to the rest of the 8 expendables, though I was more interested in the possible backstory of the 8 precepts. Bubble Girl arrested few of the gang members in the upper level. However, one of the guys begin to speak about how they are sane compared to the rest of them. According to their story, it implies that the old leader, who is Overhaul's father, was a noble Yakuza. The group was just considered as Yakuza rather than purely evil, and in a sense, stereotype outlook of the term gang. It's not to say that it's setting up for them to be redeemable or be talked out of doing bad deeds. It's more on the possible reflection of Overhaul's reign. It is said that he brought in actual villains and done nothing but corrupted action that possibly betrayed his father's wish. It does make sense on how certain guys reacted like they have done nothing wrong or don't take action firsthand, looking more of self-defense. I would think that there's a good explanation behind this regime. It ends with a reminder to the audience that the real evil ones are very strong. Aizawa, smart as he always been, studies Irinaki's ability since he has been away for a while. It turns out that despite the fact he can control the underground, so to say, there's a limitation in the distance wise. It's not exactly that he can control the entire floor as he pleases, rather it's the matter of his actual body's location and where he wants to observe. Since he was busy watching the 3 members being defeated, he lost track of others, which is why everything has gotten smoothly. Too bad for them because he has returned to cause havoc once more. But I still admire Aizawa for figuring out his limitation. That would put Irinaki in an easier position to defeat. He's targeting Aizawa for being smart and a threat for his ability. So what's going to happen now? Here's Fat Gum to save the day! Funny enough, Krishna decides to be the savior as well, only he was consumed by Fat. Yeah, I can't help but laugh at the imagery of their taking a bullet, save. Only what's missing was, I'll save you! Krishna and Fat Gum are now alone, so it's only right to start a new battle. We are then introduced with 2 new villains that are connected to the chapter's title. In fact, they blurted out like we seriously need to know that, as if it's a title drop-in. And it's still no Lord of the Rings. Rappa, the lance of the team, is a pure brawler that can even damage Krishna's unbreakable state. That didn't take long to make that ability downgraded. It also works on Fat, which now you can see that this is a major problem. To add more to the problem, the unnamed villain is the shield, as he can place a barrier over Rappa. making this battle very difficult. He also appears wiser. The visual is pretty good all around. I was a bit surprised to hear on how many people couldn't read the last chapter well, even though there were moments that I could understand, but the bigger impact makes up for it. That said, this chapter is cleaner than the last, with more impactful shots. In this case, it's Rappa with his punching blows that make it feel like it really hurts. The way how Krishma illustrated after taking one rapid fire punches looks painful. To believe that one more of that, he's done for. This raises good tension on his behalf, especially since we got back from his latest development. The parallel of himself in his weak state is a good telling on his mindset. The chapter ends with Fat Gum being the hype man of the group, reassuring that it's not over yet and they have the job to crush their willpower. It's neat that he has been a good supporting character for Krishma since he was first introduced. So it's like watching a teacher and student in their first mission. I'm glad that he's more of a mentor than what could have been slapstick character. It's a setup chapter for this particular battle. It's what the chapter's title said. It is Shield and Lance versus Shield and Shield. It's like fate has brought upon them to fight. While it does feel like a handicap match because of power gap difference, I'm sure the heroes will balance it out and deliver an impressive battle. I'm giving this chapter an 8. I like the setup chapter. I always like this explanation behind the attack. For people who has problem with the last chapter art, I could understand. I just didn't think it was that much of a big deal. I mean, I've been through worse, to each of their own. What are your thoughts of this chapter? Are you excited to see a team up battle and a possibility for more developments for Krishma? It seems like it might signify a flashback that probably transpired him to get a new power up. We'll see how this is gonna work out, but I don't mind more Krishma because I do like the character. And I do like Fat Gum as well. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.